getting started on some 22 Hornet stuff. If you haven't seen my video, I am going to be working on 22 Hornet. I got an article I want to work on, get that finished. I'm starting off with my brand new Hornety brass here. I'm going to go through and run it through my expander mandrel, basically to knock out any of the dents, stings, and stuff like that. And then I want to get this stuff all shot up and get it once fired. So what I'll do is I'll just load up 50, probably 50. Since I have a ton of, probably 4,000 of these Winchester 46 grains, I will probably go through and do a bunch of load these up basic and then just fire for them. Hey, what's up, Harvey? I'm yeah, you're home or I'm home? Yeah, both. We're both finally home, right? But either way, I'm just gonna go through and going to do some brass prep on this and then figure out what exactly I want to do. I'm pretty sure I am just going to load up 50 of those pieces so that I can just get them fire formed. Kind of what I'm thinking. You're home, okay. Yeah, I just got home too. Pretty exhausted. I've had a long week already. It's only Wednesday. I guess I should throw that away. Funny though, I leave for vacation and I leave for a week and I'm all of a sudden 3 weeks behind instead of 1 week behind. But funny how that works out. See how many people we get, and it's 5:30 here on the west coast, so it's 8:30 on the east. So I'm not expecting a ton of people. We'll see though. You're tired too? Yeah, I hear you. Um, so alrighty, I'll run this thing down, make sure it goes up all the way. Yeah, this does. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my expander mandrel, running it up in here, making sure the necks are all still good, and then I'll chamfer the inside and get to loading. I don't need to size them because they're brand new. I'll fire for them and go from there. Tried a new reloading press with other people who shot a bit, looking to hit the 5 SD mark. You think you're gonna get that from new reloading process? Sorry, that's a really tiny writing I'm reading. Tried a new reloading process with other people who shoot a bit. What's the reloading process there, Harvey? What's the new process? You gotta tell us. Tell us what the word is. I'm curious. I'm also using a carbide expander mandrel, so I don't need to lube my brass. Like I said, I'm just going through. This is brand new brass. Just going through and making sure the necks are good. So, and then I'll chamfer. But that's what we got going on. It's pretty cool. Cutting Edge just put out all the information I did for them for their 8.6 blackout bullets. So that's pretty cool. Get a little bit of recognition there. So pretty stoked about that. And if you haven't seen, Leopold sent me a pretty nice care package for Africa. New scope and range finding binos and stuff like that. So hello from India. Wow. What's going on? What time is it in India? I think that's the first time I've had anybody in my chat from India, at least that I know of. So anyway, so getting pretty set up for Africa. I leave for Africa a month, exactly a month. I leave on August 24th for Africa. So South Africa to be exact, but that should be a lot of fun. I'll be able to, what you know, I know nothing about India. Is that a real moose? Yeah, that's a real moose. I mean, it's dead, obviously, but that's a real moose. become my hat holder, as you guys see. But yeah, that's a real moose. What's up, Jamie? How you doing, man? I am. Uh, oh geez, whoa. In which PH? So, I am going. I can't remember the people, but I'm going to Eastern Cape is where I'm going. I can't remember the outfit. I'll have to get back with you on that. And Jamie, I'm using the brass. The brass you sent me. So, they are using Hornety Progressive with a Dillon trimmer, Diacomb with a vacuum to pick up the bits. The rest includes an auto trickler. All right, interesting. Hey, Harvey, and you think that'll get you in low SDs? What auto trickler? I'm from the United States, dude. Oh yeah, I'm getting some use out of it. I'm gonna fire form it. I'm basically gonna load all these up, all 50 of them, and load these Winchesters that I have a ton of, these 46 grain hollow points, and go out and just fire form the brass, and then go from there. So yeah, yeah. This is my first time to Africa, so I'm very new to it. I'm going with Hornady, so I didn't do any of the planning, none of that. And we're hunting plains game with the 22 Creedmoor. So that's what's going on. So we're gonna try that out and see how it goes. My understanding, it's more like spot and stock in the hills, optic intensive. I mean, so it's not really close, not a whole lot of close shots. Um, I got some new spot. I got some new. Oh, I can't think right now. I'm so tired. I got some new shooting sticks. I'm gonna try out, and so I'm just waiting to pick up my rifle from the FFL. Once I do that, I'll get the Louisville optic on top, and no, I'm good, man. Uh, and I'll get the optic on top and go from there. So get to shooting it. I just got a case of 22 Creedmoor ammo in. So make sure you kneel them too. I get so much. Oh yeah, dude, I kneel after every firing. So this stuff is obviously this stuff's been annealed at the factory, and so what I'll do is I'll shoot it and then kneel it. I kneel after every firing. Yeah, and Jamie, that's the main reason I kneel. It does help with neck concentricity, but it's main reason I kneel is to get brass life. Canadian auto trickler. What makes do you think and get SDs? Okay, well, woo, fast. People including a new reloader and their SD have added from SD to 5.6. Forester seems time interesting. The other thing is Harvey. A lot of it comes down to the powder, your loading methods, stuff like that. So I hope you get it. That'd be cool. You will have to let me know. Let's see here. Uh, ever shoot love gun? uh, a little bit of uh, why can't I think Kiss? Love gun. Nicholas, cool. I'm looking at Cape Buffalo and smaller antelope. Okay, so all right, so I think Cape Buffalo is dangerous game. I could be wrong, but yeah, Nicholas, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It was on my bucket list to do it, and I'm getting to go. So I'm gonna have a blast. We're trying to follow the same recipe since the barrels have all been chambered by the same person. Well, yeah, That maybe that might work, Harvey. But here's the thing: are all the reamers wear out? All that stuff. Um, every barrel is different. Even if you all get them barrel to barrel is different. So I wish you luck. You'll have to let me know how all that works. For me, I find it comes down to the powder and stuff like that. What kind of dog? What are you talking about? Get all kinds of weird comments today. What kind of dog is that? I don't see any dogs, but that's fine. Yes, dangerous game. 416 Rigby will take care of it. Right on. Yeah, so when I go back, that will be the goal. I'll do dangerous game, and I got a 458 Win Mag that I will be taking with me for that. But I'm mainly going just for Plains game, and Plains game will will be plenty for me. I'm really hoping to shoot a monkey, a baboon, or whatever you call them, a warthog, and a zebra, and maybe a kudu. Those are the main things that I'm hoping to get. So that's the goal, at least. What powder are you using, Harvey? Case fill also has to do with your SDs. Oh, thanks, Nicholas. Appreciate it. It's gonna come fast. I can't believe it already. I'm not looking forward to the plane ride. I'll tell you that much, though. That's, I think, the one thing I'm nervous about. I'm not a huge person. I'm not a huge fan of flying. LT32 and Varget for 308. And okay, interesting. Varget's good. I've never tried LT32 for 308. Oh, dude. Yeah, Jamie, it is going to be an awesome hunt. I'm stoked. I'm hoping to get a bunch of video. Horizon and Hornady will both be filming it, so there will be content that way. But we'll see. Obviously, I'm the person hunting, so I don't know how much filming I'll actually get to do. But I'll definitely have stories to tell, pictures to show. I'm hoping, and stuff like that. So should be a good time. So hey, if any of you guys load 8.6 Blackout, you should go check out Cutting Edge's new bullets that I just did some R&D work for them for. The 300 and 345 grain bullets are amazingly accurate out of that 8.6 Blackout subsonic stuff. They just posted all on their website all my R&D work I did for them. Hey Shane, what's going on, man? Ah, shoot. Man, 50 pieces of brass actually went pretty quick. LT32, the worst three-way powder you can buy. Trust me. Yeah, I've never tried. I'll be honest with you, I don't even own a pound of that stuff. I think I used it once, and actually I think I gave the pound away. Yeah, exactly, Jamie. And like, I mean, I'll get pictures and stuff like that, and I'll do like a video like with a story or something like that and talk about it. But I agree with you. So, am I sleepy? Yeah, I'm a little sleepy. But you could be our new anyway. Write some good books from hunting and adventures. That's the goal. I'm definitely going to be writing some stories about the prairie dog hunt I did last week. I mean, that's kind of what I want to start doing, is focusing on that stuff. So that is the goal. Obviously this isn't my full-time job. Uh, I really make nothing. I mean, I make absolutely pretty much nothing on YouTube. I mainly do this just for fun and talk and have fun with you guys and kind of share this stuff. But other than that, I do make money writing, though, so that is a bonus, and I get a lot of good connections through that. Like I said, getting that Louisville stuff, I'm pretty stoked about that. I didn't have a rangefinder and binos, and those just showed up at my door, so that was pretty awesome. So, anyways, all right. So all the 22 Hornet stuff is ran through the expander mandrel. I'm gonna run a neck brush through it, and then I'm actually going to Chamfer the inside and then do it. Oh, the moose? Yeah. Yeah, he's a big one. And then I got a smaller mule deer there. That mule deer isn't small, it just looks tiny next to that moose. So, and there's a caribou over there. But that's no giant mule deer either though. So, but yeah, so now I'll just chamfer these and we'll chat for a little bit and see how's it going. All right, right on. We got 18 people in here. 18 people in here and 3 likes. Let's get that the thumbs up button a thing here. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna do a poll. How did I do that poll again? Is this button? Start a poll. Let's see here. Do you hand load? All right, we'll start a poll. See how that goes. Last time it was more. That last time the poll was 7 PRC, 280 Ackley kind of thing. Oh, I tell you what. Where I was at in Wyoming, pronghorn hunting would have been easy, crazy. The size of pronghorn I saw, Jamie, was incredible. You should definitely look into it. No, Ben, I'm not going to. It's outrageously expensive. Pictures are going to be good enough for me. Obviously, unless I shoot like a monster, maybe I'll think about it. But I mean, I'm looking at like everything I was seeing, like 2 to 3 grand just to get like one head back in the taxidermy for shipping, and to me that's not really worth it. We'll see. We'll see though. I mean, who knows? I might I might bring like a zebra hide back and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to eating some good food while I'm there, meeting some cool people. Me and another writer are going, and then uh, a couple guys from Hornady, and then 2 guys from Horizon. So Horizon Firearms. That's what's going on. Everyone like Kevin Costner, long lost son. Oh, am I supposed to be Kevin Costner's long lost son? Or I'm not sure. I'm not sure if following Harvey. Although Dances with Wolf is one of my all-time favorite movies. Is that I can't. I can't. I'm having a hard time reading that chat. Sometimes it's kind of small. I don't have my laptop out here with me yet. I should have. I'm actually going to be moving one of my older PCs for my 3D printing stuff. I'm going to be moving it out here, so I'll have a desktop out here, which is going to be nice. So I keep all my load data on a spreadsheet, on an Excel spreadsheet, so it makes it really easy to find. So, yeah. What else? What are we talking about? Africa is going to be awesome. Jamie, the other thing is like, it's actually not too terribly bad to come out west and pronghorn hunt anymore. Shoot, dropped out. Pick one up after. It's actually not cheap, but it's not like what it used to be. It used to be really expensive. You're pretty much Jamie. You're pretty much mainly just what whitetail hunting and black bear. That's probably your main big game stuff, huh? All right. We'll just ignore some of these weird comments because I don't know how to. Really cheap. What's really cheap, bud? Harvey, what's really cheap? We'll remove that one. I'd like to eat the meat. From hunting in Africa, yeah. I'm just starting. I'm just starting the Hornet project. I will be loading up 50 rounds tonight just to get my brass fire formed, and then I'll start load development. But when I go on fire form, I will do my factory ammo testing and get that done, and then we'll get into a bunch of hand loading. So The goal is to have this project done in the next week and a half, and I'm kind of on target there. So I'm also working on a couple other projects, but this one's going good. So I'm pleasantly pleased how much traction I get. What powder am I going to be using? A couple different ones. H110, little gun. Those are a couple that come to the top of my head. I could look it up real quick. I can just look at Hornet's manual and see what they recommend. But I'm also trying to see if I can get any Shooter's World powder to work. I would like to maybe use some of their powder. Let's see here. We'll look in Hornet's new 11th edition. So that's the K Hornet. Let's look at the 22. So depending on the bullet, but main powders, what I was thinking: H110, Alliant 2400, IMR 4227, Little Gun, and Accurate 1680. Those seem to be the main powders for them, and so that's probably what I'll end up using. Let's see here. I don't think Shooter's World. Oh, look, I'll grab one of their manuals real quick. So, looking in, I don't think Shooter's World has any load data, so I'd kind of have to make it up as I go. But let's see. Oh, 22 Hornet. Nope, they do have some load data for it. So they got load data for Buffalo Rifle, SOCOM, Blackout, and Blackout, and I have, I believe, all three of those. Definitely the Blackout and definitely the SOCOM. I'm not sure if I have the Buffalo Rifle powder. Shooter's World manual. This is actually a really nice manual. They also have it online, but I like having it, just having the book. So, Jamie says, do some whitetail hunting in black bear population just got high enough to start. Oh, right on. I grew up mostly quail and rabbit hunting. Pronghorn is on my bucket list. Right on, Jamie. Well, let me know. The guide I was with when I went to Wyoming to do prairie dogs, they're awesome people, and I can get you in touch with them if you want. So just let me know. I'm not sure what it costs or anything like that for it, but yeah. Shane, 2400 powder. I believe I do. That is what I said, right? Alliant 24. Yeah, I do. I think I have a few pounds of 2400. Who's the other guy? Okay. Seeing ghosts. And so that's kind of. Oh, the other guy. If you're talking about that guy, that's Albert the Moose. See, I just turned 30 and I don't have anything going on for me. Such business. I don't know what I want to do. Any advice? I'm not sure what exactly you're asking, Tyler. I just turned 30 and I don't have anything going on, such as a business. I do just go out and find work. Do whatever makes you happy. Let's see here. I loaded up some IMR 4227. It was so bulky I had to back down and change like 6.6 grains to be able to see a 40-grain bullet. It shot great so far. Next time I'm going to try Enforcer. Are you talking Hemi? Are you talking for 22 Hornet? Also, was that your first time firing that brass? If it was, it could be that brass needed to grow a little bit to your chamber and stuff like that, and you might not have that problem this time. I'll buy M&K 18 soon. MK18 M2 HP is my favorite. Okay. Okay. All right. Right on. So yeah, Hemi, that could be part of it. It's one of the reasons you fire foam your brass so you can get your actual. Yeah. Oh, so I'd be curious now that you fired it, resize it and see if it's still the same capacity because you're gonna probably find out that you got more capacity in your brass now. That's at least my experience. All right, let's see. We got 17 people voted on the poll. Wow, 71% of you hand load, 29% of you do not hand load. All right, right on. So, yeah, you can always check with water too. Like, put a spent primer in there, and you can check it. Use water and weigh it, and you can figure out too. One way to do it. Have you shot 17 Hornet? I don't know anything about it, but yeah, I have shot 17 Hornet. The one that's fun is the 17 Fireball. That's what I have one of those. Also going to be doing content on that here in a few too. So exciting times. Does increase capacity equals speed for every powder after firing forming. Does increased capacity equal speed for every powder after fire forming? Well, you're going to get more case capacity, so potentially more speed. Yes, Harvey. It's one way to look at it. So, anyways, like I said, I'm just going to load up. I literally have like 4,000 of these bullets. These are kind of in my plinking bullets right now for one of my ARs. They shoot amazing out of them. They're the let's see here. Where's the stupid camera? These are 46 grain Winchester bullets. Oh, thanks, Alaskan Ballistics. Yeah, he's a good one. I got a caribou right over there as well. Um, but he's decent size. He's turned into my hat hanger. He actually makes my mule deer look tiny back there. So, which the mule deer is not big, but makes it even look more little. So, but yeah. So, nah, it's all about the memories, man. You got a ton of options up there though. Should 50, I think he's 57 if I remember right. But I didn't shoot that. My grandpa did. I'll make that clear. So that's my grandpa's. Uh, so inherited. He shot that up in northern Alaska. I can't remember in 62, I believe. 62 or 63. Did a ton of hunting up there. One of these days I'll get up there. What is your dream hunt slash gun? Like what's my dream hunt to go on? Well, my dream hunt to go on is right now I'm going to Africa. Um, I'm going to Africa the 24th of August, so that's my dream hunt. My next one would be go to Alaska to either brown bear or moose hunt. Uh, in Alaska, yeah, it is a good high quality. Man, they just made everything better back in the day. He's in amazing shape, so it's good size. And actually, you know what's crazy? That's the small one, man. My aunt has two more of the bigger ones in her shop. I just didn't have room for it, so uh, I'll eventually have those two once I have more room. But and my dream gun, you know, I think it used to. Yeah, I have that Kelly's 7 PRC. That is a excellent rifle. I think it would probably be either a 300 Win Mag or a 35 Wayland or a 30-06. Between those three cartridges, on a Horizon action, not on a Horizon Stellar action, with a 24-inch barrel. That would probably be my dream gun. Yeah, your dream gun's the one you have, right? Let's see here. I miss it. Have I ever elk hunted? Yeah, I go elk hunting every year. My dream gun is one I have. I like hunting. Yeah, I do. One of the reasons I'm an outdoor rider. It's like I hunt a lot. I have a lot of different hunt with a variety of cartridges. Spend a ton of time in the woods, so been doing it basically all my life. So yeah. What about you guys? What's your dream hunt or dream rifle? I think if I were to pick one cartridge for the rest of my life, it'd be 30-06. So I'd have to say a 30-06 on some sort of stiller action was probably my dream rifle, I guess. I don't know. I'm not huge into like super fancy stuff because I can't like I wouldn't want to take it out and into the woods and hunt with it. But I do have a really nice a 1903 action with a 30 Belton Newton with a very nice custom wood stock on it. That is a very nice rifle. So just depends. If it's a safe queen, that's a different story. Or if it's for practical hunting, that's a totally different story. So, all right, I am going to go ahead and let's see here. 375 H&H CZ. There you go. That's a great pick. Dream Hunt Red Stag. That would be awesome. What's going on, Josh? Yeah, Red Stag would be awesome. I'd love to go to New Zealand and hunt. That would be awesome. I think that's on my bucket list. That would be cool. So, I think though probably brown bear in Alaska would probably be my dream hunt. That or a moose, but I'm thinking brown bear. So, that's probably that would probably be my besides because I'm going to Africa next month, then it'd be different. New Zealand would be also awesome. Harvey says I just got to go with my best friend once a year for 2 weeks, wherever it is from Argentina to New Zealand. Don't care. Yeah, that'd be cool. Ever thought of polar bear? Polar bear would be awesome. That just sounds really cold. Um, and boy, are they big and dangerous. But polar bear would be awesome. I mean, so are brown bear. But polar bear would be sweet. I never even thought about that, really, to be honest with you. Until now. Now you got polar bear in my head, thinking about it. So. That sounds expensive, too, though. Sounds really expensive. But, I think probably another one of my dream rifles would probably be a Winchester Model 70 Pre-64, a 7mm Mauser. Those things are super rare. Nice. Indeed expensive, yes. I was kind of thinking so. Yeah, it'd definitely be fun. But, yeah, what else? What else we got going on, guys? Any more questions? I think I don't know. I think if there's a question. Here, I got a new poll. We'll do a new poll. Reloading through a Win Mag. Good ideas. Looking for a new cartridge. Or new caliber. Oh yeah, dude. 300 Win Mag is a great caliber. What? Let's see here. Northern guides aren't cheap. That is correct. Normal guides are just not cheap, but you are right. Northern guides are very expensive. Um, 300. Are you so you already have a 300 Win Mag? Is what I'm taking, Josh. Is what you're saying. Uh, what what are your goals for the 300 Win Mag? Is it for hunting caliber, long range shooting, fun? What's the overall goal? I might be able to give you a little more advice. All right, let's see here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and I'll see. I'll read this quick. No, looking for new caliber, long range, fun, 2,000 yards. Okay, 300 Win Mag will do it. You might want to go a little bigger if you're gonna want looking for, that far. I'd go 300 PRC or the 300 Rum. The 300 PRC would be your better bet because you can shoot some of those longer bullets. Get a 22 LR, yeah. Aim it to the moon and go. Uh, I would probably do a 300 PRC, a 338 Norma or 338 Lapua, just so you can get those bigger cartridges out there. 300 Win Mag will do it, but just aim high. Yeah, that's right. But the other thing is to be honest with you, the 7 PRC will also do it or so will the 7 Rem Mag. Reliable, but not a recoil. Okay. Then yeah, go 300 Win Mag. Go 300 Win Mag, or you can do. To be honest with you, you could do a 300 PRC, add a little bit of weight to the rifle, put a can or a brake on the end, and you're good to go. To be honest with you, the 300 PRC is not much different than the 300 Win Mag when it comes to recoil. You're shooting a heavier bullet, so it does make a difference. But yeah, get some yourself. 258 tips, 375 shy tack. Yeah, yeah, that will do it, no problem. But that does have a good amount of recoil. I 50 cal, and it's not bad shooting at all, but the rifle is extremely heavy. So, um, there's that. But 300 PRC will do it. The 338 XC will do it. When you're talking about shooting that far, you want your rifle. Your rifle is going to be heavy at that point. So recoil should be somewhat manageable. 220 Swift. Oh no no no. 220 is a great cartridge. 22 Creedmoor outperforms it though. So if you want to go down that route, go with 20 cal. You'll go with that. I mean, shoot it, it'll do it. It's just your chance of impact is gonna be pretty low. Um, but if you're looking to shoot 2,000 yards, don't go with a 6.5 Creedmoor or anything like that. You wanna go bigger. So increase your chance of seeing the splash and stuff like that. So all right. So 21 minutes in the poll. Wow, 73% of you guys hand load, and 27% of you guys do not, with 26 votes. All right, right on. Let's do another poll. Let's see here. Um, have hunt big game. All right, we'll see how that poll does. But I tell you what, doing when I go to do brass prep, it's so much easier doing this. My time flies. Brass prep, it doesn't turn into such a huge, big annoyance. So thank you for that. So it's crazy. We had more people vote in my poll than we did have hit the like button. It blows me away. I should have said if you hand load, hit the like button. If you don't hand load, hit the like button. I know I'm harping on the like button. Sorry, guys. It does help me out though. So, if you have not been out west hunting, or even if you have, wow, 6 of you guys had voted, and you say no. Are you guys all must be on the East Coast, huh? Got some late night people watching on YouTube here. I don't know. I guess I just take it for granted living where I do. I mean, I don't think I do, but maybe. So, but Charlotte, South Carolina on the water. Hey, that's a beautiful area, but I bet you that was heck. It was smuggy today, wasn't it, Josh? Probably. Oh man, no, thank you. Hey, Wayne's in Ohio. Yeah, just prairie dogs. Ben says, dude, Ben, prairie dogs is fun. I have a yeah. It's been hot. Josh says, man, I'm pretty addicted. I've really only ever done like ground squirrels, bunnies, and rock chucks before. Boy, rock chucks don't even come close to prairie dogs. I did a little bit of prairie dog hunting down in Texas, but whew, in Wyoming when I did that, that was a lot of fun. Talk about seeing stuff explode and shoot, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, crazy when I was in Wyoming, like you could be like 95 and it wasn't bad because it was such kind of like a drier heat. So, although here in Washington we kind of get a little bit of the humidity, not nothing like what you guys do on the East Coast, but yeah. So Jamie, how's your experience been on the 22 Hornet stuff for trimming? We've been going out there for 20 years, but we don't go every year. All right, right on. Ben, whereabouts do you go on the west here for prairie dog hunting? Walking outside feels like a sauna. Yeah. Yeah, I've been to DC in July and that was no fun. Oh, that will do it. The 338 Lapua will definitely do it for that far. I would I would seriously look into though the 338 Norma, Wyoming, Montana. Right on. Okay. Beautiful country. So, my dog hears something outside. Uh yeah, the 338 Norma is a pretty impressive cartridge. It's one I'm actually thinking about getting and doing some stuff on. I have a 300 rum that I will be doing a bunch of videos coming on soon. So, I'm saying the 30 cal because the range has a limit on. Okay, all right. Then yeah, I would go with either the 300 Win Mag. You're gonna find components easier, but then again, you're dealing with a belted cartridge, Josh, which can cause accuracy problems. But I've never had that problem when it comes to 300 Win Mag. Or you can go 300 Short Mag and load it in a long action, and that is an awesome cartridge running it that way. If you want to go that route, that's the route I would go. Buy a buy you know you could just buy an action, have a 300 short mag barrel put on it, and you can load your bullets out long. Super impressive. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the 300 WSM Winchester short mag has the best group at 1,000 yards. Still, best 10 shot group at 1,000 yards. So let's see here. They make a 300 long Win Mag case now. So so you've got the 300 Win Mag, which is the normal 300 Win Mag, and then a 300 WSM is a 300 Winchester short mag. Um, 1 minute, I'll show you. I'll show you the difference between the two. I'm a huge fan of both cartridges, but I'm a huge fan of the 300 WSM. Uh, 1 minute. I'll be right back, guys. If I can find my stuff. Oh, there it is. So, did I miss anything? Sorry about that, guys. Okay, 300 Win Mag, 300 W, 300 WSM. But This is loaded for a short action where you can get the 300 WSM into a long action, and you can load this bullet way out, and you get more powder capacity. This right now really only trails this by 100 feet. You load it into a long action, it outperforms the 300 Win Mag. Here's why. Let's see here. The case is fatter, and it's impressive. It's the 300 WSM is a cartridge that um it's really starting to come back too. Let's see here. Did I miss anything? Most of the time I just trim it back to the min case length. I load it most just to plink. And okay, all right, right on. That makes sense, Jamie. Thank you. How is powder efficiency? The 300 WSM is more efficient than the 3-in-1 mag. It's a modern cartridge. It's super efficient. Very impressive. So like as you see, I think I'd have to look at a manual. I'll look at a manual in a minute. But this holds more powder than this by quite a bit, and this is only about 100 feet faster. So if you take this, load it into a a long action instead of a short action, stretch that bullet out, load a heavy bullet, stretch it out, and you'll get more powder in this than this, and it will outperform it. So 1 minute, I'll look up. Oops, that does not go in there. I'll look up right now what. Or I'm gonna look up in a second. Let me finish this one. I'll lose track. So, we'll just stick with Hornet's manual here, Josh. And if we go to a I mean, you got three. So, like, not we're gonna exclude the 300 Remington Ultra Mag. We're not gonna talk about that, or the 300 Norma. And you got 300 PRC. Those are all bigger. 300 Weatherby, also bigger. But okay, so 300 Winchester Magnum. We're gonna let's stay with a 180 grain bullet. Your average like powder capacity, Josh, is going to be right around, let's just say 70. That's like 4 grains below max, and we'll just right around there, 70 grains. Now go into a 300 WSM, 300 WSM running a 180 grain bullet. You're looking at like 58 to 60 maybe. So it's a lot more efficient. And you're trailing behind. So 180, let's just say we go with reloader 26 and we get 3,000 feet per second out of the 300 Win Mag. And then we go to the Winchester Short Mag and we'll find, well, super performance powder showed at 3050, so you're talking 50 feet per second difference. That's how crazy how much efficient that 300 WSM is. You can run a 250 in a WSM, but you need to really stretch out that. I mean, you have it's almost impossible to run it in a 300 Win Mag unless you single feed it and stuff like that. They have a custom chamber. I've done it, but it's hard. Pretty much like with like a 300 Win Mag. 300 Win Mag, you're gonna be like right around capped at 225 kind of thing, and you can run those 8 tips at 225. You like super performance is a good powder. So, and then the other option is 308 Norma. That's also a slept-on round, which, from my understanding, it's almost the same thing as my 300 belted Newton. So, which 300 Norma were only 50 feet slower than the 300 Win Mag or the 300 WSM, basically. So, pretty interesting, my opinion. I use it in 6.5 Creedmoor. All right. I don't own a 6.5 Creedmoor, so I can't speak of that. So, Josh, you mainly a long range shooter or something like that, or you hunt too? All right. I'm gonna finish these. and then we'll look at the poll, see how the poll's doing. So last I looked, none of you had been out west, but Josh, does that make sense what I'm saying about the 300 WSM? You shoot the 6.5 Cream 100 yards. Oh, it must shoot really good holes. Probably almost the same hole. 6.5 Creedmoor is a very accurate round. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I bet, man. 100 yards and a mile. Okay. What bullet are you using for the mile for the 6.5? That's pretty funny. You go from 100 to a mile. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we've got 90% of you saying no, you've not been out west, and one of you, 10%, says yes. So we've got 10 votes. Only one of you guys has been out. So we'll change the poll up here in a second. Let's get to hand priming here. That one is large. I forgot how much a pain in the butt this is to change. I might switch over to my other one. What's going on, David? Let's see here. Josh says, just shot the 308 win at a mile 2, 140 ELDM King, 6.5 6.5 Creedmoor, but just did it with 147. Awesome. Right on. Miles a long ways. That's not easy to do. So good for you, man. Right on. You think New Jersey's better than Oregon? Well, I don't live in Oregon, but depends where you've been in Oregon. Portland is a shithole. But I've been in New Jersey, and New Jersey is not anything spectacular either, buddy. Although Seattle is nothing spectacular either. It's all the other places that are nice. Interesting comment though. Oh, this Lee hand primer is a pain in the butt. I've been using this Lee hand primer because my Frankfurt, my not my Frankfurt, my Forest, yeah, my Frankfurt broke on me. Usually I use my benchtop primer up there, my Forester, but I have kind of limited on my bench here. I hate this thing. As you're seeing, I'm struggling with it right now. I think I'm probably going to switch over to my benchtop here in a second if I can't get the stupid thing to work. Oh, I'm sorry. You said what primers do I use? A lot of CCI is one of my main ones. Yeah. My bad. I misread that. Yeah, I run gas guns. I have a lot of videos actually on gas guns. I think probably one of my most famous, biggest, one of my biggest videos is actually I think my 6mm arc gas gun video. Josh. But I love bolt guns. I like them all. I'm not prejudiced to whatever one. I like them all. Oh boy. All right. This guy's just gonna be gone. See ya. All right. Okay. Why doesn't anybody make a Hornet lever gun? It would be a fun. Ben, I think Savage made a Hornet lever gun. I could be wrong, but I believe they did. Jamie says I have to double check, but I think I'm using. Oh, you're using Winchester. I mean, I have Winchesters too. Um, I have Winchester Federal, CCI, Fiocchi. I have them all. So I I mainly most stuff I have is CCI. So that's probably what I'll gravitate towards. But but Ben, I think Savage made a lever gun 22 Hornet. Uh, Someone else might know better, but okay, Winchester made a lever gun. Marlin did as well. Yeah, but back in the day, exactly. I could be thinking of the Marlin one. That could be the one I'm thinking of. My buddy has one, and I thought it was a Savage, but it could be that. I'll have to check. Six art. Are you shooting? It's on 22 Creedmoor out at distance. Yeah, I've shot 22 Creedmoor out at distance. Uh, Six arc is probably one of my favorite smaller cartridges to shoot distance. It performs amazing. It's such an underrated cartridge in my opinion. The 22 Creedmoor also shoots really good. I shot a coyote. I got a coyote at 900 yards with it. No problem. As long as the wind isn't crazy. So Ben, single shot for the Savage? Is it that could be the case. It could have been a Marlin or it could have been a Winchester. But I thought it was a Savage. All right. Let's change the poll here. So it looks like most of you guys have not been out west. Let's see here. Oops. All right. Start a new poll there. Let's see what let's see here. So okay, so single shot. Okay, right on. So I didn't miss anything. Um Josh, I have only shot the 22 Creed in a bolt gun. Three different ones. The 6 arc and the 22 arc, I've shot both bolt and gas, and they're a ton of fun. The 22 arc is actually a really good cartridge, 600 yards and in, with decent wind too. So yeah, as long as you can read the wind, you're doing pretty well. I shot a when I was in Wyoming. I shot a prairie dog at 745 yards, and with that 6 arc, and held 2.5 mils of windage on him, and I was getting about 15 where I was at for miles per hour, and I just kind of read off the mirage. So if you can read the wind, you can usually kind of figure it out. But that's all stuff you guys know. Do you shoot a 10 gauge? I have shot one. I don't really shoot much of them, mainly 12 and 20. So, but anyways, what's up, Georgia?
Can I get the cardboard box so your
Yes. Make sure dogs do not get outside. Okay.
I will
What were they barking at? What were they barking at earlier? Okay. Okay. All right. Make sure the dogs go in. Make sure they do not go outside, please. Shine? No, I wish. No, it's water, but I drink beet juice every morning and every evening, and so I drank all my beet juice, but then I just pour water back in, so it kind of gives like a red tint to it. Yeah, I probably should be drinking moonshine when I was reloading, but yeah. All right, Jamie. Hey, man, thanks for sending me the brass. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping in as always. You're always in here. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support, man. Let's see here. So okay, so we've got 8 votes, and 50% of you guys say you've shot it, and 50% you haven't. All right, right on. So let's see what 22 Hornet case. Oh, of course I don't have it. I don't think. Number 20. Let's see if I have anything else that might work. No, I think I'm gonna have to use my. After all that, I think I'm gonna have to use. I don't think I have the case holder for this Lee. I think I'm gonna have to use my benchtop primer, which is fine. I'll just move a few things around. Or let's see here. I might be able to use this lineman I got. And I've already got some CCI BR4s in here, which I guess I could use. Case capacity for the Hornet, very tiny. I have not measured it in water, but like to give you an idea, pretty much the max powder you're probably ever gonna put in is about 11 grains. Yeah, bed 13 grains is max. So yeah, you're right gonna be right at 11, maybe 13. Super efficient, but it's usually pretty accurate. 100 yards. So, little complaints about that. Okay, so that just uses a. So I'm not gonna use the Lyman one. It's closer to 223. It's a little screamer. I mean, it shoots. Giving you an idea, Ben or Josh. 22 Hornet shoots 55 grain, anywhere from 21 to 2400. A 35 grain, you're you're right around 3,000 feet per second. So it's moving pretty good. A 40 grain, 28 to 29. So you're getting good velocity out of it. So, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. How do I want to prime these? Sorry, guys, I can't make up my mind what I want to do here. That's for the large. I got too many tools. Trying to decide which one to use. There's a hand. Got an RCBS hand primer as well. I just need to switch out my. I have to switch that out. I also have this one. Let's see here. I might have a shell holder in a different area here. That's a number 9. That's a 10. 19s. I have like 5 of these things. Shoulder for this thing is kind of a nightmare. Let's see here. 218B, 219 zipper, and a 2200, all pretty close to each other. Yeah, you are right, Wayne. 2400 power back in the day because it went 2400 feet. Okay, the grandfather of high velocity varmint cartridges. Yeah, it was, and that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about in my article. I'm going to be writing about. Is I remember as a kid running around with one of these things, and I remember running around and shooting a bunch of squirrels and stuff like that with it, and bunnies. And so, obviously not my CZ that I have, my 527, but a different one, and it was a lot of fun. So, I think the 218 was a lever guns, and the Hornet was a bolt gun and a single shot falling block. Yeah, that could be it. I'm pretty sure though that there was a lever gun in 220 Hornet because I actually loaded up some ammo for a guy that has one of my buddies. No varmints where I'm at use crazy little cartridges. It's a few and far between to even find. Really? Okay. You guys don't have coyotes or anything that you get after? What's up, Georgia? What rug?
There's a rug in your check.
Oh, it's not a rug. It's foam. Mommy's got to cut it out. Did you take it out?
No.
Okay, you left it in.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Fine.
I'm just curious.
I don't want like a tail. I have a phone so I can
We'll see, Georgia. All right, go play. No,
never been in the
go play. Ah. All right, not right now, Georgia. Not right now. I don't know why you got it out. You can do it. You're a big kid, Georgia. You're right. I don't. Go. Oh, kids. All right. So this one's small. Goes in. So let's even hold this. Yeah, it will. Okay. Right on. All right. Sorry about that. Coyotes are moving in, but not common yet. Maybe need to find something. What about raccoons? I'm sure you guys got raccoons. Can you hunt raccoons there? I assume you guys got raccoons. Raccoons are also fun to shoot. It was chambered in the 1894. Okay, interesting. I've never seen one of those. That's probably pretty rare. Love the Hornet. Yeah, it's a cool cartridge, man. I think it's a super underrated varmint cartridge. Actually, it's relatively cheap if you hand load for it. Such a little amount of powder, and it it uh it does pretty well. I think I have a bunch of broken hand primers. I think I need to invest in another one. We can, but not a ton. I don't get much time for hunting, hence long range shooting. Gotcha. Well, I appreciate you hanging out here and talking about 22 Hornet. It's probably boring. It's a little boring to you, but hopefully I'm able to help you out with. Uh, I'm hoping I'm able to help you out with some of that stuff. Sips powder, great, and yeah, 23. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty impressive. Okay. Well, guys, I maybe have to start loading on my bench here because it's turning out looking like I got a bunch of broken hand primers, which I guess I should have taken care of when I was messing with it, but I didn't. So, learning different stuff. I'll take anything. Yeah, right on, man. That's the way to do it. Knowledge is key. Okay, well, I guess this one's going to stay as a large because the heck did I just do with that part? Well, I got 4 different hand primers that don't work. Well, I got 2 of them that will work, but I don't have the shell holder, proper shell holder for 22 Hornet, so it looks like I'll be priming on the bench. Nothing wrong with that. Not my preferred method, so it looks like I'm going to be getting a. I'm going to be going to Sportsman's and getting myself a new primer. Small pistol primers. No, I use small rifle. I could probably use small, when I think about it. Let's see here. What does it call out for? Winchester small rifle primers is what it calls out for. I think I could use Winchester. I usually just use rifle. If it's in a rifle, I use a rifle primer. Yeah, said 30 minutes ago you should just prime on the bench. Yeah, I know. I'm stubborn though, man. Uh, but now I know that I have 3 hand primers that won't work with 22 Hornets. So, but then again, now I got to find all my stuff to prime on the bench because I never prime on the bench. Uh, I can probably count like probably a handful of times I primed on the bench in the last 5 years, maybe less. Let's see here. I think this one's small. I got so much equipment that like, I mean, it's not. It's a good problem I have, I guess. Ben says you use both. Okay, Ben. All loading 22 Hornet. I'm loading 22 Hornet right now. Um, but I load for 78 different cartridges. So right now I load for 78. It'll be more once I get my 22 arc stuff in and a couple other cartridges that I'm going to be working on. So soon to be up above 80 different cartridges. Let's see. I'll load a few of these up and see how they do. I've been doing this quite a while. Inherited a lot of stuff too. What's my reloading budget? Oh god. You don't want to know. Uh, well, I mean, full transparency. I get sent a lot of stuff from companies. So a lot of the horny stuff you see me shoot, the bullets get sent to me. Uh, some powder gets sent to me. Some of the burger stuff gets sent to me, but everything else I pretty much buy. I have a pretty good relationship with Hornady. Uh, I don't know what my reloading budget is because I don't even think about it. To be honest with you, when I see stuff, I buy. Okay, how it works is if I need it and I see it, I buy it. I'm thankful. I thankfully enough have a really good job, and I make okay money uh, writing. Right, so when I write an article, I just put that money straight into my reloading and shooting fund. And when I get $30 for every 2 months of YouTube, that goes straight in there. When I sell a rifle, that goes straight in there. So I really, to be honest with you, I don't know what my budget is. To be 100% honest, I honestly don't know. I just when I see something I need, I thankfully have the money in that situation most of the time. But I do buy a lot of used equipment. Works reload exactly. Because I'll be honest, if I didn't write, there's no way. There's no way I could afford to do all the stuff that I do. It's just absolutely no way. This is great. It's a very expensive hobby, and I'm fortunate that I get to do that. It's under my real name, yeah. And I write for Handloader magazine, Rifleman's Journal, Environment magazine. Most of the stuff I do, most of the stuff I do is Handloader and Varmint, but I will be doing some more stuff in Rifle coming up soon. I actually got a couple articles, but a lot of my stuff is varmint related and hand loader related. So that's the main stuff I work on. So those are the 3 magazines I write for. I also manage their social media, so that's a little bit of income I get for that for reloading. Um, and yeah, it's under my real name, Zach May. So I just got done doing R&D work for cutting edge bullets for their 8.6 blackouts, so 300 grain and their 345 grain. So I just did all their R&D work for that, uh, and they actually just posted it today. So if you go on to cuttingedgebullets.com, that's you'll find that there. So thankfully, I'm kind of I'm not like a big deal, but I'm kind of getting a little more well known in the industry, which makes it nicer because people send stuff to me. They want me to test or stuff like that. So I'm no celebrity by any means, but I have a good relationship with Hornady. I got a good relationship with a couple other companies. It does make a difference. So all right, let's try to reload a few of these or put a couple primers in here. Because I'm a very small YouTube. 3,700 people. That's really small. And I bet you half the people don't even pay attention when I post stuff. Uh, ZAKMAY, Josh. My mom spelled it different. Any plans to try the new Ruger Super Red Hawk in 22 Hornet? I'd like to. Uh, that would be a fun cart. That would be a fun one to do. Uh, that'd be fun to take out and prairie dog shoot and shoot some prairie dogs at some distance. So, but yeah, you can go on to actually if you go on to handloader.com or Wolf Publishing and you go on and you look at the most recent varmint issue, I did that. That's mine. That's my article on the cover there, 22 Creedmoor. So yeah, pretty cool. My 1872 open top 45 Colt loves Hornady 185 grain. Oh, awesome! Critical defense. That's a good bullet too. But yeah. So, anyways, so Josh, to answer your question, I don't have a budget, but I also don't buy something every month. But when I see something like, I see an 8-pound jug of N560 or something like that, I buy it because I don't know when I'm going to see it again. Or I see 5,000 large rifle primers, I buy it because I don't know when I'm going to see it again. And that method actually kept me going during COVID when I know a lot of people couldn't even hand load because they couldn't find stuff. So I was pretty fortunate. But is the 8.6 able to shoot pretty from 8.6? It really oh, Cimarron. Cimarron's some awesome firearms. Let's see here. Let me reread this. Is the 8.6 able to shoot pretty from staying subsonic and heavyweight? Uh, is it a struggle for me to stay? It's yeah, I believe it, man. These days, it's not easy to stay equipped. Uh, so Josh, 8.6 really exceeds subsonic. Like it's super impressive. It also shoots really like at least the Faxon I have rifle I have shoots really well. Yeah, I agree. Buy it cheap and stack it deep. I'm old enough to know remember when the powder shortage. Well, not old enough. I'm obviously younger, but I'm also older. When the powder shortage happened right around when Obama was becoming in office the first time, and that's when I learned my lesson. So 8.6, you can shoot supers out of it, but where it really does well is the subsonic 300 to 350 grain bullets. Super impressive. I would like, especially suppressed. The devastation that it does is incredible. It's crazy actually. That twist rate, a 1 in 3 twist rate, shooting a all solid copper bullet, really impressive. The I was getting 3/4 inch group shooting a solid copper bullet subsonic at 100 yards. And so out to 200, 250 yards, just going to be devastating. I posted a quick short on it, shooting ballistic gel with it. It's pretty impressive. So yeah, all right. Let's see what 18 of you guys say about the 22 Hornet. So 44% of you guys have, and 56% of you guys have not shot it. Right on. Let me think about another poll here. Wow, we're at 80 minutes already. Dang. All right. Probably won't go too much longer. Appreciate everybody in here hanging out and talking. Too many calibers to keep up with. Yeah, man. There's no shortage of calibers. That's what's kind of fun though, because I really like tinkering and playing. So something new and different is always fun. Everyday adventure. Getting back out to test Remington 230 grain hollow points and Ammo Week 250 grains, but I think that the 185s for yeah, probably. I agree with you, and not only that, they're clipping at a pretty good speed out of the 185s. Correct every day. I mean, I assume they're going pretty good. Yeah, Josh. Sometimes I go, "Oh man, I wish I just reloaded it for 2 calibers," but then I get out here and I start playing, and I realize, nah, I love I love all these different ones and stuff like that. So it's just fun. Opinion on the 41 Magnum cartridge. I like the 44 mag better, but there ain't nothing wrong. Absolutely zero wrong with the 41 mag. It's a good cartridge. 45 Colt. That's a good cartridge too. It's a classic. The Brad, you got a 41 Magnum, or are you looking at getting one? Only reason I would say like go with 44 mag. Ammo's a lot easier to get and cheaper, and brass is also easier if you hand load to get. So Josh reloads 3, 223, 65, and 308. Okay, and soon to be 300 WSM, right? Gonna reach out there and hit some stuff with that custom rifle. 300 Win Mag's good option too. But like if you ran like a 178 grain ELDM on 300 WSM, would I just like be like night and day difference, Josh, than running your 6.5 Creedmoor. It will beat it in every single way. Wind drift drop. It's pretty crazy because I believe still that 178 or I think it's 178, 176, whatever it is. The 170 grain caliber for the 30 cal is higher BC than the 147s for the 6.5, and you'll be pushing it a lot faster. So like for instance, my 174s. Okay, so the 174 ELDM in my 30-06 outperforms your 6.5 Creedmoor because I can push it faster, and I have a longer. Okay, it is 178. Okay, all right. I thought it was right, but you never know. I can be wrong. I'll admit that. Dropped a primer. That's like gold these days. I don't want to lose that. My 30-06 will outshoot your 6.5 Creedmoor with that 178, which is actually crazy. But it's obviously got more recoil. Let's see here. It's actually it's a 13-pound rifle, so it's actually pretty easy to shoot though. 41 mag is a lighter kick with the same damage. No, 41. So 41 mag. It's a smaller bullet for one, so it's not going to be the same wound channel. It is a little lighter. 44 mag is not a bad cartridge to shoot. I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'9", 175. I got zero problem shooting a 44 mag. 41 mag's hard to get ammo though, or it can be at least. Just picked up recently new model Rigger Blackhawk and the old time that taught me to reload. Said the 41 mag hand loader is just as if not more powerful than the 44 mag. That's not the case. It's a great cartridge, but it's not as powerful as the 44 mag. I like the 41 mag, but 44 is still king in my book. Josh says 178 used for 308 and 116 away a mile. Yeah, that's what what's your dial for a mile for 6.5 Creedmoor. But you got to remember the 30-06 is faster. I'm also running a 27-inch barrel on that 30-06. I'm getting pretty good velocity out of it with Vita 40N 5.55 powder. I love my 41 mag. However, I agree with Zach. 44 mag is more powerful and everything is easier to find. Yeah, I agree too. 41 mag, it's a good cartridge. But the other thing is I mean you can run a 44 special in a Magnum cartridge if you want less recoil. So there's always that if you wanted to. But 85 and 91. Yeah, I believe it. So I'm getting, yeah, I'd be curious to know what your velocity is for that 308. I'm right at 2,900 feet per second with my 30-06 shooting that 178 grain. So I'm actually right over 29. Yeah, they both shoot bullets really close to same diameter by Gunsmith. Gunsmith loads hand casts 170s for his 41 and 44 spec. Same bullet. He uses the same bullet. I mean, because you can't shoot a. I mean, correct. Yeah, 27. So I've got you beat by 200 and almost 220, 225, 250 feet out of that 308. So Josh, I'm at 29. Depends how hot I load it. I'm at anywhere and what elevation. I'm at 2920 to 2940, depending on what I go with out of that 30-06. It shoots. It's a monster. It gets good speed. They both shoot a bullet really close to the same. So, Brad, I'd be super careful loading. I also shoot the mile at sea level. Hey, so do I though. I'm on the west. I'm 10 minutes, 15 minutes from the ocean. But yeah, I hear you, Josh. Um, so you don't ever try to shoot a 44 mag bullet through a 41 mag. I yeah, I don't know how he does that. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I don't know how you can shoot a. Someone else chime in here, but I don't know how you can shoot a 44 mag bullet out of a 41 mag. Now you might be able to shoot a 41 mag out of a 44, but it's probably not going to be as accurate. It's going to be loose. I'd be careful, Brad. If you're talking like the same type of bullet, oh, let's see what is it? Different. Not he shoots. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Good. You're talking the same type of bullet. I got you. Okay, Brad. I was starting to get a little concerned there. Let's see here. Oh, definitely not the same 41 cal projectile out of the 40. Okay, okay, Brad, I got you. I tried to shoot in Colorado last year. It would have taken 15 to 20 MOA away. 5,000 feet in elevation. Yeah, Josh, it makes a big difference. Brad Cooper, 44 mag bullet diameter is 429 to 430. 41 mag, smaller than that. Yep. And were you meaning like he shoots like a wad cutter in both of them? It's just not the same diameter bullet. Was that what you were meaning, Brad? Did I lose a piece of brass here? Oh no, it was in my hand. Because yeah. Well, anyways. Anywho, all right. Maybe it's about time to. Here, we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll and see what everybody thinks. All right, we're gonna end the poll there. Looks like most of you have not shot a 22 Hornet. Let's do a poll for what one do you like more? Before. Ooh, mag. And then 41 mag. There we go. All right. I'm going to have to do some research on the WSM versus 300 Win Mag and versus 300 P, 7 PC. I think I was the other you said. Yeah, 7 PRC was the other one I said. Really though, I mean like when you get into big heavy bullets, the 300 PRC outshines the 7 PRC big time. But look into doing a 300 WSM 300 Winchester short mag on a long action, so you can load those bullets out long. I think you might be surprised and impressed how well it will do. Yeah, just hard cast lead bullets. He loads the same projectile for 41 mag and 44, but they just plinking rounds, not intended for anything else. Okay, so okay, I think I understand what you're saying, Brad. I got it. So, all right, we're priming right away. Yeah, Josh, you're right. I should have just started priming like this to begin with, but most of my hand primers are all set up for large rifle now. Oh well, I mean, I don't even need to do a poll on that. We all know the 30-06 is better than the 308, but we will do a poll. We all know the 30-06 is God and the 308 is baby Jesus. Let's be real here. Nah. I got nothing wrong with the 308. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I have two 308s. One of them is one of my favorite rifles. It's M1A. That is from 1983. It's from Quantico, the Marine Corps shooting team. Built the rifle. It is incredibly accurate. It's an incredibly accurate 308. 30-30 is king. Well, if 30-30 is king, then 300 blackout is too, because 30-30 and 300 blackout have the same ballistics, which is pretty crazy. 30-30 is an awesome cartridge, and it's probably between that and 30-06 what has killed more. But I would probably say the 30-06 has killed more. 30-06 ain't bad. The 30-06 has probably killed more of everything, including humans. So I would probably say I'd have to lean towards the 30-06. And the 30-06 is my favorite cartridge. It will be till the day I die. It was my first First rifle I ever owned. It was one of the first rifles I ever shot. Uh, and it's so versatile. I can literally use it for anything or everything I ever wanted. And you can literally walk in anywhere, like during COVID, and you could buy 30-06. My local Sportsman's, you could walk in, buy 30-06. Almost there was no 30-30 anywhere. There was 308, but it was all like FMJ stuff. Nothing hunting. So, but 30-30 is a fun cartridge. Even 6.5 Creedmoor is better than the 30. Oh boy. Josh, I may have to kick you out. The 6.5 Needmore is not better than the 30-06. That's some crazy talk there, Josh. When it comes to hunting, I would have to say the 30-30 has taken more big game in North American than any other cartridge. Brad, people say that, but there's no way of knowing that. The 30-06 has also taken a ton of stuff, so you never know. The 30-06 has definitely taken more stuff in Canada and Alaska for sure. The 30-30 though has been around a little bit longer, so that helps it. But think of it nowadays, how much stuff is still hunted with 30-30? Not a whole lot. I own 3 of them. I've never killed an animal with them. I like shooting 180 grain cast bullets though, subsonic out of them. They're like mouse farts going to 800 feet per second. A ton of fun to shoot out of a lever gun. Great for kids to shoot. It's a lot of fun doing it that way. All right. Now I'm gonna have to. Okay, so we're gonna say the 44 mag won the poll on the against the 41 mag. Okay, we're gonna start another. But honestly, 22 has probably killed more big game. Maybe I don't know about that. People say that, but I still have a hard time believing that. I know a lot of people probably poach with it. Um, okay. There we go. You guys will probably just vote against me just to get me all riled up. I have a lever 30-30. Never thought of throwing my 36M on it. Yeah, 30-30 is a ton of fun though. But so is 22 LR. That's a ton of fun as well. All right. Oh, shame on you guys. Shame, shame, shame. Shame. It sounds like there needs to be some educating here. You heard me, educating. Some re-education. Took my only deer at 50 yards with a 30-30. It has its advantage and disadvantages. Yeah. I mean, it'll shoot at 50 yards, anything will do it. I have both and like them. However, I believe the 30-06 is a better cartridge. Exactly. I got nothing against the 308, but man freeloading channel, I'm disappointed in the 308 worshippers. Dude, I to be the good old yeah. Grandpa had 22 and a flashlight is unstoppable if you're. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's true. There we go. There we go. 30-06 pulls ahead, as it should. That's funny. Well, I could really start a fight because I know the 270 Colts are out there. Could really start a fight at 270 versus the 30-06. I feel like that's more of a controversy because the 270 guys are definitely polls ahead. Late, cute. The old timers can't figure out how to vote. Well, I'm telling you, man. I'll tell you anytime, any day. I'll bring my 30-06 and we can shoot to a mile or shoot uh against your 6.5 Creedmoor, and we'll see which one's better. And I'm not an old timer. Well, I might be old compared to some people. Who knows? 30-06 is more relevant than it's ever been with powder and bullets. Ah, shoot. The new bullet from Hornady, I think it's their VLD DT or VLD VT, is an absolute monster when it comes to 30 cal and long distance. Oh yeah, um I bet it's 3 shot. So you're 3 shots and you're on at a mile is what you're saying. The Vita, the 30 cal VT is, I think I have some here. 174. These guys right here. Have not shot them yet out of my 30-06, but once I do, oh man. So BC on it is 0.573, and the 178s are. So the 170. So you've got the new VT and then the ELDMs. The VT is a 0.573, and then the 178 is a 0.547. This new bullet is excellent at long range. All right. Anyways, I'm just giving you crap, by the way, Josh. I personally prefer the two. Brad, do you just go against everything that I stand for? I personally prefer the 270 over the 30-06, but I own both and have no problem walking out the door with either one of them. Yeah, they're both great hunting rounds. I do agree with you, Brad. I don't own a 270 though. I've done a lot of loading for buddies with 270s. I'm just not a 270 cartridge guy. I don't plan to ever own one. Don't plan to ever own a 270 WSM, or it's basically sister the 6.8 Western. So, Robbie's reloading room. Excuse my ignorance, but why do people say 308 is better? Generally curious, not trying to start a fight. I don't know why people say 308 is better. Less recoil. That's the only thing I can think of. But if you're a man, you just suck it up and take the recoil, or put a brake on, or a can, and it makes it go away. It's all good. I prefer a 308 because I have. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm just teasing you. It's all about a good time. It's all. Oh, 50-50. It means we're at 5 and 5. All right, someone else needs to vote. Yeah, I mean the 308 is around quite a bit, but I think the 30-06 will always be there as well. I believe the 6.5 Creedmoor though has outsold now the 308. So that's pretty crazy. But there's a lot of range Andes out there that like that 6.5 Creedmoor and go out and shoot with it. So ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh, 11 votes. Let's see where we're at. Oh, there we go. 30-06 pulled it back ahead. Why own a 270 when you can have a 280? Oh, exactly. Exactly. I agree 100% with you. I am a 280 guy. I own two of them. A Remington 700, and I also own a Mauser small ring action K98 that's been rechambered in 280. That's a fun rifle too. 6.5, but not because they're giving those rifles. But yeah, yeah, and all these guys with man buns and Birkenstocks are going out and shooting them. It's the new man bun era. It's the hip. It's the hip. 6.5 is the new hip cartridge. So I mean, Hornady does an amazing job at. um, Hornady does an amazing job at their marketing, and 6.5 is great for is designed for. It is a good long range cartridge. I just don't think it's a I think it's a 300 yard, maybe 250 yard in cartridge, just because of its performance I've seen on game. Okay, let's see. No, I'm not going to against anything you say. I took my first deer with a 30-06, and that was hunted years. And then I got a 270 slider gun. Yeah, I get you. One of the 270s actually I shot. I think it was a 270 Winchester Model 70 featherweight, and that was one of the worst guns I've ever shot when it comes to recoil. Let's see here. This was a good chat, even with the interesting ones at the beginning. But I gotta go. Catch you later. Later, Ben. I appreciate you stopping by, man. As always, you're always in here. I appreciate you, man. Let's see here. I load a 208 grain ELDM match for my 30-06. Love the cartridge. Yeah, it does do well. 30-06 is just so versatile. It's pretty impressive. Neither. Well, if you had to pick one, let's just put it that way, Brandon. I do agree the 280 is an awesome cartridge as well. I am a fan of the 280. I do like 7 mil cartridges. The 284, yeah, that's a good one. It's a 284 what though? Because that's the bullet diameter. Are you talking? Let's see. I have a buddy that went to shoot the mile last year with my 6.5 Creedmoor. Now hunts everything with 6.5. He says the recoil allows him to aim better and has better accuracy. Josh, I don't believe that. That's a cop out. I've shot stuff with Magnum cartridges, and I can hit stuff no problem with it. Now that's just getting more familiar with your rifle. The 6.5 is easier to shoot just because of less recoil, but with one shot, if you're anticipating recoil or it bugs you that much, yeah, you do need to go to, I guess, a lighter cartridge. But that's where you take his man card, Josh. Um, and tell him here he goes plays with the smaller cartridges. But the 6.5 Creedmoor is a good cartridge. Don't get me wrong. I really don't have anything against it. I've seen too many animals shot at long range with it, and they wound and get away or stuff like that. So I'm a probably a little biased, Josh, when it comes to that. Let's see here. My dad had a bull barrel Rocky Mountain. Oh, nice. That's a nice rifle, Brad. What are your thoughts on 7 mil Weatherby? Overrated? Yeah, you heard me reloading Weatherby. No, the seven Weatherby is a good cartridge. It's gonna pack a umph. Uh, there's nothing wrong with it. Expensive to shoot, so I hope you hand load if you're gonna buy one. So, what's up, Austin? How you doing, man? Most of the Weatherby cartridges are good cartridges. They're just expensive to shoot, and so if you don't uh, reload, I would not buy a Weatherby cartridge personally. Card revoked with a 6 kite where the ballistics as far as energy aren't there past 400 yards. Agreed. I agree. Bullet pick in a major factor. I don't hunt enough to have option. He brings plenty of deer. Yeah, it's too. But how far is he shooting? I guess where you live, Josh. That's the other thing is people bring the 6.5 Creedmoor out west and want to shoot it at 700 yards at an elk. with a bullet that's not designed that way. So that's really where I have the problem. Austin says he does, or Reloading Weatherby. I don't really care for the 7 Creedmoor. The 7 Weatherby. Why, Austin? Why don't you like the 7 Weatherby? Well, good talking. Catch you next time. All right, man. Later, Brad. Jerky, not Jerry. I hope he's not bringing Jerry by. Let's see here. I have to admit, I shoot 99.9% semi-auto and revolver and 1% rifle, so I am listening entirely, but I like trying to. Yeah, okay. Right on, man. He shoots the 150 AMAX or the 150 max. Oh, 150 yards. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Then the 6.5 Creedmoor is a fine cartridge for that. That's where people like. That's not a bad. That's not a bad cartridge for that. If you're shooting that far, yeah, that'll work all day long. The problem is people think that 6.5 Creedmoor will do everything, Josh. That's more what I'm saying. So Austin, you're saying slower twist, 1 in 10 twist. Just being honest, I just don't care about 7. You don't like 7mm cartridges? That's interesting. I'm a 30 cal guy myself, but if I was forced to shoot a different, other than 30 and 35, it would be a 7. Because I'd take the 35 Leyland over pretty much any 35 Leyland, the 3.3-06 over probably any 7mm, just for average distance shooting. I shoot a 160 grain partition out of my 7 Weatherby, and they're very accurate as far as I'm willing to shoot. And yeah, that's all that matters, man. Opinion on 300 rum. I love 300 rum. 300 rum is very good cartridge. It packs a wallop. I actually have mine out getting threaded right now because of how hard it kicks. It's just not fun to sit behind at a bench. Favorite bullet type? For what, Austin? Hunting or just shooting? Just shooting long range. Robbie's Williams side note. What prime unit were you using? What primer? Are you asking what primer? How I was priming the stuff? Is that what you're asking, Robbie? Hunting. A 1 for depends on the caliber. But Austin, it's TSX bullet for hunting. That's my favorite bullet. Solid copper, 30-06, 168 grain TSX. My go-to bullet. Josh, oh god, Robbie, all of them didn't you see? Oh yes, okay. So Robbie was asking what unit I was using for priming. It's the Forester Coax benchtop primer. Works really well. You just adjust right there. Priming tube right here. It's really easy to use. Benchtop primer. Easier on the hands than a hand primer. You don't have to worry about any of that. So that's what I should have started with and begin with. But I messed around trying to find a hand primer that would work for the 22 Hornet. Custom 280 for Winchester is legit if you reload. Yeah, that's a good cartridge. Yep. Whitetails, a cup and core is fine. Yeah, I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with cup and core. I don't shoot many whitetails. I mainly hunt mule deer or blacktail, but 6mm is great. The 6mm arc, the 243, the 240 Weatherby, those are some of my favorite cartridges. It is nice, Robbie. Like, to be honest with you, if you want to get a benchtop unit for like $70, and you can either mount it to your bench, or I put it on that piece of wood, and I usually just clamp it on. It works really nice. Your hand can get tired after priming a bunch. I don't really like priming on a press, and so it does make a difference. Oh yeah, 30-06 is starting to run away here. Good, starting to run away with the pole. So, Robbie, yeah, it is a good unit. I do like it. Holy cow, we're going for 115 minutes. We're doing pretty good here. Still got a lot of people in here. I didn't know if there'd be many people stopping in and saying hi at this late. I'm on the West Coast. It's only 7 o'clock here, but I know it's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. So I wasn't sure. It seems like most people that watch are on the East Coast. So, but yeah, yeah, 10:18 for you. Yeah, I believe it. I guess it's a Wednesday night. People might stay up and watch a little bit. Yeah, I've been on two podcasts lately. I'm on another one Friday. So, so I was on Horizons podcast, and I was also just on Soul Seekers podcast, and then I'll be on the Big Game Hunt podcast on Friday. But I'm not sure when he'll release that. Texas 98. Ooh, good old Texas 918. Wayne's 1018. Full size or neck size, full length bushing. Oh boy. You're also missing something there, Josh. You're missing what I actually do. That's a great question, though, Josh. Um, I'm not a neck sizer unless I am worried about headspace on my brass. What I do is okay. That's what I thought. Oh, okay. All right, right on. I can't remember what I said. Okay, okay. So Brandon, you have seen me. Which podcast have you seen me on, Brandon? I also write for a couple magazines as well, Brandon. Uh, so Josh, to answer your question, what I do is I take a full sizing die. I take a full sizing die. Of course, that's really tight. But I unthread the expander ball. I size my brass without this in there, and then I use an expander mandrel to control my neck size. So I full length size with this, then do expander mandrel, and that's how I do it. But that is a good question, Josh. Yeah, mandrel. I'll show you. 1 minute. And that is what I have found to work best for me. Let's see here. I'm looking for some Lapua 223 bass. It's so hard to get. Ed, have you checked Power Value? I think they had some. And I think that's where I end up getting this right here. That's what this is right here. Now they might be out by now, but so there's a couple. Play Verizon. Okay, Brandon. Huh. I'm not sure you meant to type that, but oh, you mean you saw me on Horizon, the Horizon podcast? Is that what you're meaning? Um, I started using the RCBS full lengths as in bushings with through it, and we're like, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not what I prefer to. I've noticed when I neck size, I've noticed spring back, and I do anneal all my brass as well. Okay, so for expander mandrel, you've got a like a bushing die here, right? This is just blank, okay? But then you have a mandrel that goes down inside, and this is gonna go up. Annealing is a must. I agree with you. And this is gonna go into the neck, and this will size the neck instead of sizing from the outside. So when you size from the outside, I have found it tends to grow more than when you size go in from here. Okay? Does that make sense, Josh? And you can get this in pretty much any size you want. 21st Century is where I get mine. I try to get all mine in carbide so I don't have to use lube on them. So okay, yeah. So you saw me on the Horizon. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that was a while ago. That was a good podcast. I was on Soul Seeker podcast. I think 3 weeks ago or so. That's with Johnny Mack. He's a host. We talked about reloading. And then I'll be on the Big Game Hunt podcast. I'm on Friday. I do that with him, and then I'm not sure when he's going to post it. But yeah, if you don't anneal, don't expect accuracy. Not even that. Don't expect your brass to last. Accuracy annealing does help with your spring back and stuff like that. and your neck tension. But basically, I mean, I have noticed the biggest benefit from annealing is just brass life. Like when like so I have some alpha brass that I just bought for 8.6. That's $140. Well, if I don't anneal that, I might get like 3, 4 firings out of it, which would suck, right? Oh, thanks, Brandon. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Yeah, yeah. If you guys in here, if you haven't seen, I did a podcast on Horizon Firearms. You can look them up. I think they're on YouTube here, and I did a podcast with them. It was a good one. I really enjoyed it. I appreciate that, Brandon. SDES and Case Life of 9 firings for my yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, so with SD and ES, that comes down to your neck tension, right? So if you can't control your neck tension, which annealing helps, you're not going to have good SD and good ES. So I agree with you on that, Josh. So, but alrighty here. I think I'm about gonna end it. It's about 7:30 here. This has been a really good live. Maybe I'll start doing these more in the evenings. I kind of thought people wouldn't join in, but this has been one of my best lives I think I've done in a while. I got 17 thumbs up, which is huge. I think we had like 20 something people here at once, and we've had really good engagement in chat, which I really like. I appreciate, guys. I know, Josh, I just giving you crap about 6.5 Creedmoor. I'm just teasing you. 308, all good stuff. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end it. I appreciate you guys coming in. Appreciate everybody talking. It's always a good time. We'll go ahead and end this 30-06 where it should be 62% of 30-06 winning over 38% of 308 Winchester. So, but yeah, all right, everybody, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Have a good night, and I'll catch you guys later. You're the one with long hair. Yeah, I got kind of long hair, but that's mainly because I got a bet with my wife. Otherwise, it'd be short. But yeah, so can't go to man bun yet. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Thanks for. Oh wait. I guess I should answer this. Small primer or large rifle 22 Creed. I would go large. I guess I should answer a couple of these. I definitely in for the night live. Thanks for okay, awesome, great, sounds good, guys. Maybe I'll start doing some of these lives on in the evenings. And 22 Creedmoor large rifle standard primers is what I have found best, and I've done a ton of 22 Creedmoor stuff. So, all right, guys, I appreciate everybody stopping in. Have a great night. Stay safe, and I'll catch you later.